What do you think is the number one, the biggest mistake that salespeople make? Let me ask you a question. What's your impression of a typical salesperson? Go ahead and comment below. What comes to mind? Do they talk fast or do they talk slow? Are they overly excited, overly enthusiastic, or are they calm? Are they just after your money or are they sincere? So go ahead and comment below. You see, one of the biggest mistakes that I see all the time that salespeople make is they talk too much. I remember one time I was teaching my high ticket closer class and I had two of my students during the class and I say, okay, why don't you role play with each other? One will be a closer and one will be a prospect. And after about 20 minutes into the role play, and I could see the closer is always pushing about the features and the benefits and about how trustworthy he is and how professional he is and about how credible the company is and the money back guarantee and all of that stuff. And after 20 minutes, I said, stop. Okay, this is horrible. This is bad. I asked the closer. First of all, the prospect, at the end of the role play, the prospect says, no, I want to think about it. That's it. So he didn't close the sale during the role play. And I asked the closer, so what have you learned from this? I said, I don't know. Let's just do my thing. And what do I want to do? I want to make sure that I show my enthusiasm, that I'm passionate about my product, that I make sure that they get it. And I want to make sure that I get all the information because I only got 20 minutes. So I talk really fast and make sure that I don't even want to have any kind of space. I said, okay, so what do you know about your prospect? What do you mean, Dan? I said, what do you know about your prospects? Do you know what his needs are? No. Do you know if he is able and qualified to pay? Do you know if he has any kind of urgency? Do you know his why? Do you know his pain points? None, zero, not one bit. That's the problem. You have to understand the average salesperson, they try to push and push and push. They think selling, it's by talking. That's what it's about. No, you don't sell with your mouth. A higher ticket closer, what we do, a professional, we sell with our ears. We sell by listening, not by talking. If during a sales conversation, if you're talking 80-90% of the time, you are fucking it up. That's not what you do. You're making a big mistake. You should be doing less talking. I always teach all my students, all my closers, the less you talk, the more you make. Write it down. The less you talk, the more you make. You should not be talking too much. You should be asking questions. Why do you want to ask questions? Because questions hook the mind. Questions help you discover your prospect's needs. Questions help you gather information that you could use later in the sales conversation to bring back to their needs and circle back and close the sale. Questions are very powerful. I want you to go back and rewatch this video. What did I start off with? A question. What's the second thing that I said? A question. I asked you a series of questions in the beginning of this video. Questions are extremely powerful. By talking too much as a salesperson, it's counterproductive. So I want you to think about a typical salesperson. They are pushing. They're always pushing features and benefits. They are shoveling their offer down the prospect's throat, and the prospect doesn't want it. But a master closer, a high-ticket closer, we pull. There's a big difference between pushing and selling versus pulling. We don't sell. We make people want to buy. We find out about their needs and we present the solutions. So then at the end of the conversation, at the end of the sales call, it's a natural conclusion. Okay, of course I'm going to buy. This makes a lot of sense. This is going to help me solve my problem. Yes, what's the term? What's the money? How do I get started? It becomes a very natural conversation, a very natural close. So if you're sick and tired of pushing and convincing your prospects to pay attention and twisting their arms to buy, instead you want to master the art of pulling. making people want to buy from you. And at the end of the close, they actually say thank you. If you want to master that skill, click a link below or somewhere on this screen and join me for my high ticket closing masterclass. I promise you, this will be one of the most powerful things that you can do for your business and for your career. It will take what you do to a whole new level. I'll see you in class.